My name is Danny James, and this is the Ambassador Pool School Show, Backfill Edition. Today we're going to follow our service guy Chris as he shows you how to backfill a recessed pool. After initial install, we wrap the entire pool in 1¼ inch PT deck wood, use a Hydra bucket to regrade the land, and the end result is always absolutely gorgeous. It's important to remember that backfilling a pool takes extra time, and there is the added expense of material and labor, but the end result is beautiful. I'm going to let Chris take it from here. Enjoy the ride.
I am Chris. I am with Ambassador Pools, and today we're here in Natick doing a backfill for a pool that was recently installed. It's a little bit warm out, and what we're going to be doing is putting the dirt back in the hole where the pool now is. We'll have a little bit of dirt left over here for the homeowner. See if we can keep this open. So we're putting the decking up against the pool to prevent the dirt from going up against it and freezing and causing serious issues down the road. A little muddy down here today. Ooh. Be careful when you step in there, you'll sink. This isn't the worst spot though I've ever been in. The last couple days were a little treacherous. The hole was about yay big as opposed to yay big. So this is a process that takes approximately 1.5 hours, 2 hours per pool for the wood, and then the remaining dirt part will take me usually between 4 and 5 hours. So it's a day process. So when I'm doing these, I don't overload it with screws because we are going to be using the dirt to hold them in place. Several thousand pounds of it, as a matter of fact. So an abundance of screws aren't always necessary. We're going to see to it that our hoses remain in the position that we can hang them up at the end of the season to our respective posts to close the pool. So if I were to bury them all in dirt and they didn't have enough slack, that would make it extremely difficult, if not impossible, to do so. So I'll further explain that while I'm doing it. You'll be able to see what I mean by that. Well, I started working for Danny about 2 years ago. I got into service work. I told you the story the last time I broke into his father's house for him, and his father hired me and said, you know, call my kid, he needs some service people. So I got into doing heater installation, saltwater generators, doing a lot of the basic service stuff, drain extensions, things like that. And Danny mentioned the backfill thing to me, and I was like, what the heck is that? And you know, when the above ground pool gets recessed into the ground, if you, to your right there, you can see we're about a couple feet in the ground on two sides of the pool. Put the dirt up against it, yada yada. Put the boards in the pool, I should say, put the dirt up against it. And we started doing it with wheelbarrows, things like that. Now we have our handy dandy machine over there that we use to do all the magic, regrade the land and get it ready for grass seed so they can finish their landscaping. Definitely one of the more exciting and fun jobs I've ever had in my life, as opposed to my normal construction, which is what I've been doing for about 25 years. I've been doing this for 2, and I've had a lot more fun, to be honest. Something I could see myself doing for another 20 years at least, as long as I don't get covered in dirt, buried in the dirt. Today was a pretty easy one all together. We'll be done in a day. Like, it's usually never more than a day's worth of work. I also usually have a guy with me helping me out. Today he's away on a cruise, but he'll be back and we'll be rolling through these pretty quickly. The heat was a little bit of a deterrent today, but not too bad. It was definitely pretty much like this all summer last year, so we've had a pretty good one so far. So yeah. So you'll see that we'll have some dirt left over after the job is finished. We try to leave it, you know, in a nice neat pile in one part of the yard. and it's typically up to the homeowner to get rid of the dirt. Some of the ways that gets done is by giving it away, or you can hire a company to remove it for you, which isn't really that big of a deal. They come take it away. So we're just about done here. We got a little bit of raking out to do, and that's just about it really. We got all the dirt back where it's going. Everything looks flat like it's supposed to. Kind of grades down to nothing on the other side of the pool, and going in that direction also. It has some pitch to it. Pretty good day all in all, despite the heat. I think we did pretty good. What do you think?